Hey everyone, and welcome in or welcome back. It's a Monkey Mar. Before we get into today's video, please click that subscribe button, the like, and the bell for notifications. And the reason why I did not want to touch on the story of the missing West boys, because in my gut something tells me that this is not going to end well. And also, I want to touch on your guys' comments from the first video I did on missing Orson and missing Orrin, and their biological mother absolutely broke my heart. Alright guys, with that, let's get into part 2 of the missing West boys in California City, California. I have two small articles, nothing much really that is too new, but a few comments from the chief of police out in California City had a couple of things that were new to me. The California City Police Chief said he suspects foul play in the disappearance of two young children in the community located less than 70 miles east of Bakersfield. At a news conference on Tuesday at the residence where the boys allegedly went missing over a week ago, Chief Jon Walker said his department has not yet named any suspects in the case. Keyword allegedly. And when I hit on your comments, I'm going to do a poll. I'll just do a poll after this video. I can't comment on that. Whether I think they are alive or not, I do suspect foul play, he said. We have not been able to put together how the boys got out of the yard or where they've gone. The boys didn't get out of the yard. Two little boys at the age of 3 and 4 are not going to plot a plan and say, come on, when it gets dark, let's go sneak out the fence and go down to... It doesn't work like that. One may go, two are not going, and if they did go, they would have been found quick. I can't comment on that, whether I think they are alive or not. I read that. Walker said that the local police department has received assistance from the Kern County Sheriff's Office, the Bakersfield Police Department, and the FBI. By California City is the lead investigating agency. Orson and Orrin West, ages 3 and 4, were reported missing by their adoptive parents, Trezol and Jacqueline West, at 10717 Aspen Ave at around 5:45 p.m. on December 21st. So it was dark then. Last weekend, Trezol West told local television networks that the boys were last seen in the backyard drawing with chalk while Jacqueline West was inside wrapping Christmas presents. Trezol West was collecting wood from a nearby field, and when he returned, the boys were gone, he said. He quickly began searching the immediate area before calling CCP to report them missing, he said. Okay, so let's just say that a dad wanders out the back fence and he's going to collect wood, and a little 3-year-old and 4-year-old follow him out. They're going to follow him. They are not going to go away in the dark. I mean, it's just ludicrous what is going to become of this story. And, gosh, it makes me sad. On December 23rd, the California City Police Department and other agencies conducted an hours-long investigation of the backyard, according to Walker. The investigation turned up nothing, and police dogs have not been able to find traces of the boys outside the house. We are trying to dig up any possible thing of where they had gone and to confirm that they are not in the backyard, Walker said. Walker added that neighbors have not seen the boys since the family moved to California City in September. Wow. That alone raises an eyebrow, and I mean, I don't even want to think about it. I just pray by a miracle that maybe they gave him to a family member or I don't know, just. He said the investigation has been a strand on his local department, adding that officers are working every day to find answers. They want to find these kids as much as any, he said. The case has elicited widespread interest in the region, with a large portion of California City's residents coming out in droves to help locate the boys. There have also been candlelight and prayer vigils held in front of the West home. The Wests have 4 other children who were taken into protective custody as part of a standard procedure. Walker said, "Until we determine one way or another what happened to the missing children, the other 4 children are taken out of the home." Walker said he believes someone has information on the boys' whereabouts and urged them to come forward. "We've got 2 young babies out there, and if someone or anyone has any idea where these kids are, we would truly appreciate it," he said. Anyone with information is asked to call the CCPD at, and I will drop that number down below in the description. All right, let's get into one other quick article where, like a couple hours ago, they just put out a reward for any information on the West boys. At a Greenstone, a dispensary in California City announced a $10,000 reward for missing Orrin and Orson West. Greenstone said they will provide up to $10,000 reward to the person or persons who provide information leading to the finding of the boys. Yesterday, CCP Chief Jon Walker said the case of the 2 missing boys is still an active investigation. Orson 3 West and Orrin West 4 are still currently missing. The 2 were last seen December 21st in California City area, California. Orson is described as 3 feet, 30 to 40 pounds, and was last seen wearing a black sweatshirt and gray sweatpants. Orrin is described as 3 foot, 30 to 40 pounds, last seen wearing a black sweatshirt and gray sweatpants. Well, that's interesting. They're dressed like twins, and they're not even twins, huh? There's a lot of, really crappy things surrounding this case. Alright, let me get into my favorite part. Let me touch on these comments. Everyone seems to be on the same page with what's going on with the missing West boys, and it's sad. Alyssa Howe, they just moved to this house 3 months ago, and not one neighbor has never seen them. That is what I'm hearing. Nobody has ever seen the boys. I wonder when is the last time the biological mother has seen the West boys. Alyssa Howe comes back. The police chief had a conference today, and they didn't find anything in the yard, but the neighbors have never seen the kids. I saw that press conference. Jolene DeHart, the dogs probably only smelled their scent on old clothes. The boys were probably never at this house. It's starting to look like a big possibility. Pamela O, I have a feeling there is much more to the story, not just with the adoptive parents, but others. I agree. Vegemite Queen 1, no scent of the dogs outside unless there's been a lot of rain recently. That seems unusual. Yeah, I'm not sure if it really ever rains in Southern California, especially like out in the Bakersfield, like desert area. It's hot. I lived in Los Angeles for a while, and that was hot. Have the boys ever been allowed outside in the 3 months they lived there? As someone who has lived in the Australian outback, that's basically what America's desert looks like to me. And no, we don't lose too many children in those areas, only when there is vast bushland involved also. A toddler would have stuck out like a sore thumb on those bare fields, especially in winter. Does it snow in Cal City? I don't think it snows there. I've never seen snow in Los Angeles, Southern California. I have seen snow when I was driving on the 10 in Flagstaff, but I don't think there's any snow in that part of California. and there's no dingoes or kangaroos. Elisa Howe comes back again. He said he suspects foul play, but no arrests have been made. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually go back and look at the property that they used to live in, because they used to live in Bakersfield, which is only, what did they say, 25, 30 miles to the west. Susan Brockhoff, I think we know what happened, unfortunately. Oh, hurts my heart. Another thing, if there were 4 other kids, or, I mean, if the kids, if the 4 other kids, and they get them into, bringing them into questioning and doing it the way that they're trained to question kids, I mean, I got a feeling things are going to come undone pretty quickly in this situation. Luisa Amijo, another YouTuber, posted the police chief's news update on the boys. A reporter asked if he had heard that one of the boys have a fractured leg, and the police chief said no, he didn't know that. I have not heard that, but I'm going to go look for that. Hopelessly inquisitive children do not just vanish. I agree. Especially a 3 and a 4-year-old at dark at 5:45, when their father supposedly just went out the gate before they poofed to go gather firewood in a field. Yeah, you're absolutely, I think, 100% correct on that. Let's get some psychics in here. Their premonitions on what they think happened, like that psychic with the Chris Watts case. She hit that on the head. Let's get them. Any psychics out there want to come on and talk about the West boys? Let's do it. Kathy C., thanks so much. It's Flatland. Those boys are small, therefore their steps were small. How long was he carrying the wood in? They could not have gotten very far, and no one see them. Something is fishy here. Exactly, Kathy. I agree 1,000%. True Busy Mama, wow, this is a hard one to watch. I love your channel. Thank you. Love from Australia, Trudy. Thanks, Trudy. Jeffrey Baker, more likely murdered. Sad to say, the movement are all wrong. Not good news. Yeah, it's gonna be, unless they sold them on the black market or to kid slavery, I just don't know how good of an outcome this is going to come. Even in their interview, they definitely look shady as, Sonia R., they killed or sold them babies. Don't take a rocket scientist to put that together when 1 + 1 = 900. Something in the buttermilk ain't clean. Facts, Sonia. I agree with you. Jolena Dayhart, they got sucked into the mysterious Twilight Zone child vortex. Amazing. It's amazing how many kids go missing and hit the news, but then you've got all of those children out there that go missing and they never even make YouTube. It just breaks my heart. Like Breasia Terrell, Dulce Alaves, Vanessa Morales. Nick, just starting to follow. Thanks. Hey, Nick, welcome. Thank you. Joanne Clark's, it's all looks very dodgy to me. I agree 1,000%. Sassy Scouser, foster mom is a killer. Foster dad, an unwilling accomplice, essentially. Yeah, what makes you say that, Sassy? You think the foster mom got a little Letitia evil in her? The other kids have to speak on it. They are going to know sooner or later if those 2 little West boys were ever at that residence on Aspen. Let's go look back at the old property where they lived 3 months ago. So they moved from the Bakersfield area because their last address was over here on Lotus Lane. And the current address where the boys supposedly went playing out in the back and missing is here at Aspen Avenue. 68.4 miles, 1 hour and 13 minutes. And that's crossing desert. I mean, that is desert. So, I mean, yeah, so this is an apartment complex. Let's see, let's just get down here and see. So they lived in here prior to moving out to that house 3 months ago. And also there is another West, a security guard, and he is 24 years old, but I am not going to say his name right here, but this is just that just pulls at the heartstrings. So I decided to be nosy, because I am nosy, and look into the background of the adopted parents. In all honesty, there is nothing on them, not even driving tickets or infractions that I can find right now. But I am going to keep digging and see what I can find on this other housemate that is 24, security guard, a male, and has lived with them at their addresses. And with that, I am going to go ahead and wrap it up. I pray these two boys are found safe. I want to thank you all for coming in. Thank you for watching. Please like or dislike, whichever you prefer, and subscribe. Everyone have a good day or a good night wherever you are in the world, and stay vigilant. I am out.